us as we cook on our wood stove for the very first time. So I decided to do something pretty simple, which was potato soup for cooking on it for the very first time. So I'm going to clean up some of these potatoes. We have been storing these potatoes since we harvested them last fall. I'm just breaking off some of the eyes, washing them, and peeling them. And then I'm going to peel and dice some carrots. I like to add a little bit of carrot to my potato soup. Now, these are grocery store carrots. We did grow quite a few carrots last year. Some I was able to keep in the fridge, and then some I just diced and froze. But we will be planting carrots in the garden very soon, so be sure to follow along as we do that here before too long. And then here is an onion I'm also going to dice up. I also have plans to plant several onions in the garden this year as well. So I'm going to get this onion diced up for the potato soup, and then I'm going to cut up some bacon. Now, I don't know why for years I didn't use scissors to cut up bacon, because since I started doing that, it is so much easier. So I'm going to get that cut up. So I keep saying, if the power goes out, we have the wood stove, but I've never actually cooked on the wood stove. So tonight's the night we're trying it. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple with potato soup. So in here I've just got some bacon going, and we're gonna see how this goes. The stove is heated up really hot. It's showing about 500 degrees on top, and so we will see. I've got my Lodge Dutch oven right here, and I just have about a pound of bacon going in the bottom for our potato soup. So we will see how this goes, and I will let you guys know. So here's a little glimpse of the bacon cooking in that Dutch oven on the wood stove. Now once it's cooked, I'm going to take the bacon out and then use the grease to cook my onion.
What are you laughing about?
I dropped a piece of bacon and I almost like flicked it on here, and I was like, oh yeah, you can't do that.
Did you eat it?
And so I flicked it on the floor.
Oh.
Oh, if I can get it out.
That dog would love that.
Yeah.
Now here is the cooked bacon, and then I'm going to add my diced onion to cook in that bacon fat.
No, but it just ruined the whole. No, that's disgusting.
It wasn't one off the floor, it was one off the plate.
Oh, it was someone else.
I know. I'll let you believe it for a little bit. Okay, so bacon off of the stove is delicious.
Yes.
Look, it's okay. So we're at like right at 500. So
That's the
like
perfect heat.
perfect, because the onions are going great.
Well, the bacon done really good.
Yeah.
I did.
It took probably like, what, we figured 20, 25 minutes, so.
Don't lose this. This is a high commodity of stuff. Bacon and onion grease. It's like my favorite things. I think you could have just left the grease in it.
I'm not going to get all of it, but like, seriously, it doesn't need all of this.
It's hot.
Get that, Bubby.
Burns my fingers.
It is very hot. Okay. Now. Do you know what this is called? What we're making now?
A roux.
Gravy?
Good job. I wanted to see if he knew.
Oh, I thought it was pretty cool that I knew.
Yeah, it was good that you knew.
You need the broth, or did you get it in my? Did you like,
I don't need it. I don't have it.
I couldn't figure out why you dropped flour down here until I remembered that.
Yeah, why don't you go?
because we're making a kangaroo.
Okay, so once I've got that roux made, I'm going to add some chicken broth to that fat flour mixture, and I end up actually needing a couple boxes.
Oops. Oh, it's just tater water. Just tater water. Potato. Do you not like that potato?
It was like a whole potato. It's got to be cut.
Oh. Hand me the whole potato.
Your knife is dirty.
It ain't dirty.
Yeah, it is. No.
You're not gonna let me cut it?
So once I get all the potatoes added, I'm going to add the diced carrots to the mixture. I was fanning myself off because cooking next to the wood stove is really, really hot. And once I get that going, I realize I need a second carton of chicken broth.
What do you need in the box of?
You got me to it.
Oh. So good, husband. I'll never get you one of anything.
Excuse me. 2 times you got me one child at a time. Only once did you give me 2.
So I'm going to get that potato that I wouldn't let him cut up with his pocket knife, cut up and added to the soup, and get this up to a boil.
So I need to go like,
Now we'll cook.
I feel like I need to go chop up a piece and make it really small so then it heats quick. It does, it burns my little legs.
You get some like I lift that pot lid with your little super strong gloves. Stir it. It's not sticking, is it?
Oh, no sticky.
We're getting somewhere.
Okay, hold on.
We are bowling.
Yay! Okay, now turn it down.
I can't. I've got her completely. Do you want me to take some heat off of it?
Yeah, I mean, not yet. It's doing good. We got it to a boil, so we're doing good. It needs to be at this temperature for a little while.
You gotta get potatoes soft.
So once that soup had boiled for a little bit and the potatoes were soft and everything was cooked through, we ladled it up and enjoyed it. We topped it with some shredded cheese and that bacon that we had cooked earlier in the pot. It was delicious and it was such a good experience to learn how to cook on this wood stove a little bit. We still have a lot of learning left to do and we intend on trying more recipes on the wood stove. So if you have anything in particular you would like to see us try, we would love for you to leave that below. In the meantime, we're going to keep busting wood to keep us warm, and it's good to know we've at least cooked something on this wood stove in case we need to use it in a power outage. Thanks, y'all.